Alright, I'm a little sick, but I'm gonna try to get through this. Hi there, hello, welcome back to Ryan George Extra Plus Max Supplemental More Additional. Around these parts, we like to call it Ryan George Extra Plus for short. One thing we like to do over here in these necks of the woods is scroll through Zillow, and then we make fun of luxury homes owned by the absurdly wealthy. Because money can't buy taste, it can only buy uncomfortable chairs and stupid carpets. And by making fun of these homes, we can feel ever so slightly better about not being disgustingly wealthy ourselves. But here's a thought I had. What happens when those rich people want to travel? Where do they go? What happens to the homes they are not currently in right now? Those questions have the same answer. Luxury Airbnbs. The global economy. It just makes sense. Now you may be thinking, well, Ryan, don't rich people also stay in luxury hotels? I have no way of knowing that. How would I know that? So here are some ridiculous luxury Airbnbs that exist right out there in the very same world you live in. Right out there. Here's an Airbnb in the UK for $4,300 a night. 13 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, pool, sauna, hot tub, and a cave. Please enter my cave and pull up a rock. Is it comfortable? No, but where else can you find rocks to sit on? Outside? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. This is a great place if you want to drink so much you hit rock bottom in 2 different ways. Pretty regular spot inside other than the cave, nice enough. Got this nice little sink made from an upcycled solid gold trash can. Convenient MRI machine in the backyard. Mini golf course, kinda just slapped together with stuff they found in the garage, cause they couldn't think of anything else that would allow them to charge an extra $500 per night. Here's the word chill written in bright neon cursive on an outer wall. It's like somebody telling you to relax, very much having the opposite of its intended effect. No, you chill. Blatant Instagram photo opportunity. Here's an extremely impractical seating decision. This is the perfect corner to put someone in a timeout though. Think about what you've done, and if you act up again, it's down to the cave with you. What is this faucet about? Faucets don't come from ceilings. That faucet's sneaking up on you like an evil cartoon snake dropping down. Are you gonna try to hypnotize me and be voiced by Scarlett Johansson in a live action remake? Get out of here, you snake faucet. Oh, this is exactly what you want when stepping out of a bath. Several stairs. Those rose petals may as well be banana peels. This bathroom's gonna get its own episode on that Kill Count YouTube channel. Take a look at these adjacent poopers. That's right, for just $4K a night, you can have the same pooping experience you'd have in a public restroom. Scrotum-shaped hot tub here, that's a ball bath if I've ever seen one. This listing has a rule that says parties and events are not allowed. No parties or events, but there are 34 beds. At what point does a gathering with that many people become officially a party though? Should we put on some music? That seems kind of risky. Maybe we could have some cake. No, obviously we cannot have cake. Here's a mansion or a manor or a manse in the UK for $2,700 a night. All your basic mansion stuff here. You got a little hedge maze with a 99% success rate. That little kid from The Shining definitely would have been caught by his dad in this one. Over here you got a freaking staircase where you can meet your freaking darling, elegant wife halfway down and have her gently place her begloved hand on your forearm as you shout at your maid to throw your butler in the garbage. What is happening with this photo? Is this house just a 3D model from certain angles? You're gonna want to have an inspector take a look at that maybe. Looks like this side of the house was made in Blender. You're gonna want to get that replaced. Here's a bedroom so big it fits a king-size bed, but also leaves enough space for you to comfortably get the zoomies. Jamie, don't you dare use that footage for anything other than the zoomies gag. Back to the thing. What's going on with this bed? Did someone rip the top off of it? I thought those posts usually led to one of those fancy bed ceilings. You know how like queens like to lie down and look up at a cloth tarp for some reason? Like a fancy ruffled sky carpet? What is that even about? Maybe I like this better. Look at this frickin' Peter Pan ass room. There's no way 3 orphans aren't sleeping in that room and learning a magical lesson of some kind. Very accommodating hot tub placement for family dinners with that one weird mermaid side of the family. Your dad's cousin banged a fish. What, are you gonna not invite that side of the family over? Wait. A villa in the UK for $4,000 a night. It's hosted by Whirlingham Hall, which, I mean, I don't want to make crazy assumptions or whatever, but that's like definitely a worm-themed Batman villain's lair, right? Well, Batman, you've made it to Whirlingham Hall.
You listen to me. Whirlingham.
Ooh, very attracted to the vibrations in your voice, cause I'm a worm.
Where is the thing that I'm looking for?
What the fuck am I doing? This place seems kinda nice. Pricey, obviously, but I could see spending a week What? Why are there a bunch of alpacas here? Hello? There's literally no mention of alpacas anywhere else in the listing. Am I caring for the alpacas? That's too much of a responsibility. Also a little concerning, one of the provided services listed is bow shooting, and I scrolled through all these photos and there is no archery range at this place. Are we shooting alpacas here? Damn you, Whirlingham. Pretty sure that couch on the left was set up the wrong way, alongside where the short side's supposed to go, vice versa as well. I know this because in university I majored in couch placement with a minor in quantum mechanics and string theory. How is this room somehow both down some stairs and in an attic? I feel like one of the house rules really should be physics. You can't be doing impossible rooms. Okay, this one, look, they can't all be luxury rooms, okay? Sometimes you do a big rental with the guys and one of them's gonna feel like he's been the victim of a kidnapping. That's just the way the cookie crumbles and is then kidnapped. I don't really know what to say about this one. Why do I feel like this was ground zero for the creation of a superhero named Tetanus Man? No, I know a ghost portrait when I see one. I know if I turn around, the child in that photo will be right behind me. I know that, so I'm not gonna turn around. This is the kind of tiger portrait you get when you hire an artist who has definitely seen a tiger before. Yeah, tiger, yeah, black and orange stripes, right? Yeah, no, I could get it from there. They do handstands a lot, right? I'm thinking handstands. Some of the amenities, they've got heated swimming pool and tennis court listed. Oh, y'all heating your tennis courts too? That's fancy. Included continent breakfast. You know what? I had a big Europe yesterday. I should probably have an Australia today. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm so hungry I can eat in Africa. Here's a loft on a dock in Italia. For just $1,000 a night, you too can sleep on a big hard cookie in a room with either no walls or totally transparent walls, as seen on the cover of Exhibitionists Monthly. Let me just check to make sure all the details are in order. Wi-Fi, AC, Netflix, or as they say in Italy, il Netflixio, and carbon monoxide detector. No carbon monoxide detector. Okay. Host has indicated no carbon monoxide detector is necessary. Reach out to the host with any questions. Okay. Dear host, could you please get a carbon monoxide detector? Oh, they answered. No. Additional rules. Any video, photo, or media material must be agreed upon with the property. That's one way for him to ask for the nudes I took there. And send. Oh, he said no again, but this time in all caps. $4,800 a night for this place. That might sound like a lot of money, but they put it all right back into the property by buying as much of the color green as possible and putting it into this room. Wait a minute. Is that some yellow there? How'd that get in here? That must have escaped from this room, which answers the question, what if you were to sleep inside a mustard bottle? Great long, slow road of shame, just in case you gotta exile anyone or cast anyone out. Get out of here. Yeah, keep going. Oh, it says in the listing that there's a movie theater. That is kind of cool. Let's check that out. Oh, I see. So well, that's actually not a movie theater. That's a common mistake. That's actually called, let me check Google, fairly normal room with a kind of big TV. Yep. Okay, expensive ass places are all weird and good, but the real luxury spots are the ones that are a little kooky, a little quirky, a little off the beaten path in a way where you could tell that just going here is gonna be a boring dinner story for some rich person. We slept in the quirkiest place. Now past the caviar. Is that still a rich person thing? Anyway, here's a quirky one. Glamping in a bird box in Norway. Listen, I don't exactly know what a bird box is, and I already used my one daily Google on that movie theater thing, so I'm just gonna assume that this place includes a blindfolded Sandra Bullock. Let's take a tour of the bird box. Here's a look at the first room, and that's it. There's one room. It is a box. The bird box. One room is a box. There is a minimalist bathroom setup in the old summer barn next to the bird box, which used to house dairy cows in the summer months. I know it's because it used to be a cow house, but this is the only Airbnb I've seen that gave the history of the former bathroom tenants. I would not mind seeing that from other listings, though. This is the ensuite bathroom. An obese man named Rick used to shit in here all the time. And finally, if that place was a little too easy to poop in for ya, here's an igloo in Finland that you could rent and then tell people about how uncomfortable it was. Let's take a look around. They've got snow, some snow. They got some snow over here. Probably should have expected that. The snowy snowy half globe. Well, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Mr. Beast. And also, oh God, that ceiling faucet is back for some kind of callback joke. Oh no! Hi there, hello. Please hit that subscribe button. I am a disembodied head, so you can trust me. You can trust me.